What would you do if the people around you laughed at your pain and the person you trusted the most suddenly disappeared? Just when Eva thought her day couldn't get any worse. Life proved her wrong. Because before that night was over, everything was about to fall apart. Let's see what happened that night. Eva turned around and froze. Ethan had seen the truth. The mansion was never her real home, and the smile on her face vanished. Slowly, Eva lowered her head, then she turned around and started walking. Ethan was also following her. Suddenly, Eva stopped. She turned around. Tears had already filled her eyes.
I never lied. They just believed what they wanted to believe. The people who knew I was poor never treated me normally. Some bullied me. Others looked at me with pity. I hated both. I just wanted to be treated like everyone else.
For a moment, Ethan remained silent, and then he slowly stepped forward. He gently held her hand.
Then why does it hurt so much?
Ethan looked directly into her eyes.
Because you're letting other people decide who you are. But they're wrong. Eva is Eva, and Eva is a kind and a nice girl. Whether she is rich or poor, she's still the same person.
Eva froze. No one had ever said that to her before. For the first time that day, Eva felt a small weight lift from her heart. That evening, Eva stood quietly inside her apartment. Then she remembered Ethan's words. A small smile appeared on her face. For the first time in years, she wasn't ashamed of who she was. The next morning, Eva arrived at school carrying Ethan's notebook. She had already marked the topics she wanted to teach him. For some reason, she was looking forward to seeing him. As she walked through the corridor, she couldn't stop smiling, but the moment she entered the classroom, the smile disappeared. Everyone was looking at her, and then they started laughing.
Look who's here. The commissioner's daughter.
Several students burst out laughing. Another girl smirked.
Oh, wait, sorry. She's not the commissioner's daughter. She's a liar.
The classroom erupted with laughter. Eva froze. Her heart began racing.
How did they know?
A girl crossed her arms.
You really had us fooled? Huh.
Another laughed.
All this time we thought you were rich. And you live in that apartment?
Someone else added.
Now I understand why Ethan was always with her.
The girls exchanged looks.
He's just kind. He's probably feeling sorry for her. Yeah, who wouldn't?
The laughter continued. Every word felt like a knife. Eva immediately looked toward Ethan's desk. He wasn't there. For the first time, a terrible thought entered her mind.
Did Ethan tell them? No, he wouldn't. Would he?
The entire day felt endless. She studied, she took notes, she ate lunch alone. But the whispers never stopped. By the time school ended, she felt exhausted. Then things got worse. A group of students started talking nearby.
I wonder what her parents do.
One boy laughed.
Maybe they're janitors.
Another shrugged.
Or cleaners.
More laughter followed. Ava's hands began shaking. They didn't know. They had no idea. Her parents were gone, and hearing strangers mock them was something she couldn't bear. Tears filled her eyes. She grabbed her bag and ran out of the classroom, out of the building, into the rain. Heavy drops fell from the sky, but she didn't stop running. She ran all the way home. When she finally reached the apartment, she pushed the door open.
Grandma?
No answer. Eva frowned.
Grandma?
Still nothing. A strange feeling filled her chest. She rushed inside, and then she froze. Her grandmother was lying on the floor, motionless. The umbrella slipped from Eva's hand. Her heart stopped, and for the first time in her life, she was truly terrified. Eva's hands shook. Her grandmother wasn't waking up. She didn't know what to do. She had no relatives, no family, no one she could call. Only one person came to mind. Ethan. Without wasting a second, she ran. The rain poured from the sky. Her clothes were soaked, her vision blurred with tears, but she kept running. Eventually, she reached Ethan's house. Lights were on inside. Eva took a step forward. Then suddenly, she heard Ethan's voice through the window.
I didn't say it.
Eva froze. Inside, Ethan sounded upset. His mother was saying something, but the rain drowned out the rest. Eva could only hear fragments.
I didn't say it. They shouldn't have. Not my fault.
Her heart sank. Immediately, her mind connected the pieces, the secret, the bullying, the laughter, the humiliation.
It was him.
At least, that's what she believed. Fresh tears rolled down her cheeks. She slowly stepped away from the gate, then turned and ran. She didn't knock. She didn't give him a chance to explain. The rain hid her tears as she ran through the dark streets. At that moment, she felt completely alone. After several minutes, she almost bumped into someone. She looked up. It was her class teacher. He immediately noticed something was wrong.
Ava, what happened?
For a moment, she tried to stay strong. Then everything came out at once. The bullying, the rumors, her grandmother, the hospital, the fear, the tears. The teacher listened quietly. Then, without hesitation, he helped her. Together, they rushed back to the apartment. An ambulance was called. Shortly afterward, her grandmother was taken to the hospital. Hours passed. Doctors moved in and out of the room. Finally, one of them approached.
She's stable.
Iva nearly collapsed with relief. Her grandmother would remain under observation, but she was safe. Late that night, the teacher sat beside her. For a while, neither spoke. Then he handed her a small application form. Eva looked down.
What is this?
The teacher smiled.
An opportunity.
She looked confused.
There is a scholarship examination next year. A full scholarship.
Eva listened carefully.
The winning students will be able to continue their education in the United States.
For the first time that night, Eva looked up. U.S. The word felt unreal. The teacher continued.
You've worked harder than anyone I've ever taught. Take it as a chance to change your future.
Eva looked at the application. Her fingers tightened around the paper. A new possibility had suddenly appeared before her, yet at that moment, she wasn't sure what to think. Her grandmother was in a hospital room. Her heart was broken, and the one person she thought she could trust was now the person she wasn't sure about anymore. Suddenly her eyes widened.
My notes, my books.
The words escaped her lips. She had left her study materials at school. She hurried back toward the school. The streets were almost empty. Thunder echoed across the sky. She rushed toward the library area, then froze. Her notebooks and books were thrown outside. For a moment, she couldn't believe what she was seeing. The bullies had thrown them outside, and they got wet in the rain. Ava's heart sank. Without thinking, she stepped into the water. Her hands trembled as she pulled them out. Months of work, destroyed. Then suddenly, her hand moved to her neck. Her eyes widened. The locket. It was gone. The last gift her parents had ever given her.
No.
Her voice cracked. She immediately began searching. The rain kept falling. The water was cold, but Ava refused to stop. Her fingers touched something metallic. Ava quickly pulled it out. The locket. Relief flooded her face, but only for a moment. The chain was broken. A tear rolled down her cheek. Slowly, Ava sat. The ruined books and notebooks lay open beside her. The broken locket rested in her hand. The rain continued falling, and now even the last thing her parents had left behind was broken. For a long time, she simply stared at the sky. Eventually, she gathered her things and returned to the hospital. The next morning, Eva arrived at school looking exhausted. She hadn't slept Her eyes were red, her clothes were wrinkled, and her heart felt heavier than ever. As she entered the classroom, she noticed something strange. Ethan's desk was empty. She looked around. Then one of the boys smirked. "You don't know?" Ava frowned.
Know what?
Ethan left. He transferred to another school.
What?
The boy nodded. Then he added,
Oh, and one more thing. He was the one who told everyone about your secret.
The room suddenly felt smaller. The word escaped her lips automatically. She didn't want to believe it, although she had her doubts, but she never wanted Ethan to be after all this. Without another word, Eva turned and walked out. Straight into the washroom. The moment the door closed behind her, she broke. Tears streamed down her face. She leaned against the wall and slid to the floor.
Why? Why would he do that?
Slowly, Ava wiped away her tears. Then she returned to the classroom. But what would you do in her place? The scholarship exam was only 1 month away. Her books and notes were ruined, and months of hard work had been destroyed overnight. Would Eva still be able to take the exam? And did Ethan really betray her? Or was there a truth she hadn't discovered yet? The answers will reveal themselves slowly. Until then, stay tuned for part 3.